What's going on, everybody? This is Island Hopper TV, and today we're coming to you from Bangkok, Thailand, one of the most visited cities in the world. First up, here we are in Ayutthaya. It is about an hour and a half to 2 hours north of Bangkok, and it is a bit like Angkor Wat, but on a much smaller scale. Either way, ancient Siam right here in Ayutthaya. Next up, here we are at the Golden Buddha right here in Bangkok. Located here at Wat Pho, it is one of the largest reclining Buddhas in the world, and it is quite the sight to see. So if you get a chance, visit Wat Pho. The entrance fee cost is 300 Thai baht. That comes out to around $8.20. And from Wat Pho, you can easily walk over to the Chao Phraya River and take a ferry to Wat Arun. Now, Wat Arun is considered one of the best temples in all of Thailand, and probably number one here in Bangkok. Their entrance fee here is 200 Thai baht, which comes out to around $5. By the way, the word Wat in Thai means temple. All right, now let's talk about transportation around Bangkok. One of my favorite ways to get around is the SkyTrain. You're gonna need a Rabbit card, which can be purchased at any one of the SkyTrain stations. This is a great way to get around Bangkok because there is a lot of traffic congestion. This particular train here is along Sukhumvit, which is one of the most popular areas to stay in Bangkok. By the way, we will be making a video talking about all of the best places to stay in Bangkok on our other channel, Island Hopper TV Hotels, where you can see some of the hotel reviews that we did for luxury properties. For the SkyTrain, depending on how long you're going to be here, I usually recommend putting 300 Thai baht on the card to begin. The current exchange rate is $1 to 37 Thai baht. Next up, let's talk about rooftop bars. I absolutely love going to rooftop bars around sunset into the evening time along Sukhumvit or all across Bangkok, really. We're also going to be making a video over there highlighting the best rooftop bars in Bangkok. Over on our Island Hopper TV Hotels channel, be sure to look for the playlist called Bangkok Hotels. But some of my favorite are going to be at the Hyatt Regency, the Sofitel right next door. Above Soi 11 is also very nice. The Marriott on Soi 57 in Thong Lor is spectacular as well. The good news is you don't have to stay at these hotels to go to the restaurant or the rooftop bar. You just have to buy something when you're up there. I usually get a beer or a cocktail and have some appetizers. Now here we are at Chinatown, known as Yawalat, also one of the oldest Chinatowns in the world. A lot of people say it is the oldest. This is a great place to go walk around at night in particular. They do have a couple different night markets where you can try out different foods, shopping. It's really a cultural experience. I would say it's about a 20-minute drive away from Sukhumvit and a 10-minute drive away from Khao San Road, which we'll be showing you here in a moment. There is a lot of history to understand about the establishment of this particular Chinatown and the actual Siam and Ayutthaya empires. If you guys wanted me to go more into the history, let me know in the comments and I can do that in some more of the videos. But just some general facts about Bangkok. There is 17.5 million people living in the metro area, making it one of the largest cities in the world, with an estimated 25 million visitors per year just to Bangkok alone. From Chinatown, we're going to explore the Jim Thompson House. Now, this is of particular interest to Western tourists because Jim Thompson was one of the people who established the Thai silk industry, and that was very important for Thailand. He was also a collector of many fine goods and products that came from Thailand, and you'll find all that here in his home and learn about some of the history about the American entrepreneur Jim Thompson. His estate was actually left to his nephew, Henry Thompson, who actually inherited the estate from his uncle after he disappeared in the Cameron Highlands of Malaysia. 7 years after the disappearance, he was declared dead, and that's when they made this a museum. And his nephew actually graciously donated the house and the antiques to the James H. Thompson Foundation. The entrance fee is 200 baht, which comes out to around $5. And right next to the Jim Thompson house is the canal, where you can take a boat up and down the canal. This is actually quite a fast and efficient way to get around. Now, this is more traveling like a local for those of you who want to do that. It's going to be a little bit more of a rougher ride. It's not very expensive at all either. I mean, for less than $1, you can get on this boat and go a long ways towards the Chao Phraya River or back to Bangkok, Soi 20 if you wanted. So it's a lot faster than getting stuck in all that Bangkok traffic, which we're going to talk about a little bit more because I think you guys need to understand how traffic works in Bangkok. Avoid peak rush hours. For example, around sunset, it's going to be extremely busy rush hour. Early mornings are typically not as congested as afternoons or evening times, but after 9 a.m. it does get busy. Now here we are at the Grand Palace. This was actually the official residence of the kings of Siam since 1782 up until 1925. The entrance fee is 500 baht, which is about $14. Next up is floating markets. Now there are a few around Bangkok, the most popular being Damneon Saduak, which is about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from Bangkok. And here at the floating market, you pay to go on one of these boats and you go around shopping for art, antiques, paintings, and see some temples. Now here we are at the Mae Klong Train. This is actually called the train street right next to Damneon Saduak. Now the train does go 4 times per day, with the last one arriving at 5:40 p.m. And yeah, it's a free place to watch the train go through the market. Now here we are at King Power Mahanakorn. This is actually the tallest building in Bangkok. It's got a big rooftop with views overlooking the Chao Phraya River, looking out towards Sukhumvit, 360 degrees at the top of Bangkok. Now here we are doing a water taxi along the Chao Phraya River, so this is a great way to get around again. Anytime you can get out on the water and go a little bit faster than getting stuck in that Bangkok traffic, you're gonna feel like you're accomplishing something. One thing that I like to do is go on the water taxi from Wat Arun down to IconSiam Mall. So now we're going to talk about Sukhumvit Road more in detail, basically from Soi 57, around that area of Thong Lor, all the way down towards the area of Central World, the malls. I would say go all the way to Soi 4. They have a popular place for nightlife with some people who like to party that way. My personal favorite is Soi 11. At the very end of Soi 11 is that rooftop bar I told you about earlier called Above 11. But in between Sukhumvit and Above 11, you're gonna see lots of nightclubs, restaurants, and just a really cool street to walk. You can take a tuk-tuk up and down here or get a motorbike to go from one end to the other really quickly. And the truth is, Soi 11 continues to improve with time, so it just keeps getting better and better. Every time I go back, there are more new bars, new nightclubs, new activities, so I would say worth a stop. And then there's a more tame Sukhumvit area called Silom, which is right here. They also have the PatPong Market, which is a lot more tame type market, but still fun. So you can get nightlife here without all the chaos on Sukhumvit. It's important to point out that Silom is a whole other road aside from Sukhumvit. But at PatPong Market, you can find plenty of hats, shirts, handbags, all that kind of good stuff right here. And if you guys are enjoying this video and want to see more videos, please subscribe to this channel and watch some more of our other Thailand videos. Next up, here we are at Lumpini Park. Now this is an interesting place because you will see water lizards or monitor lizards. Now they get quite big here and sometimes they'll walk right across the sidewalk. They're not really dangerous or anything. They're mostly there fishing in those ponds. And another park is the Benchakitti Park. This is just down the road from Lumpini Park. These are great places to go at night, get in some cardiovascular activity or some exercise, do some walking when it's not so hot. But I like going here. You get good views of skylines around these parks. About those monitor lizards, they're not dangerous. They don't hunt humans. I wanted to point that out a little bit more because I think some people may see those and be a little bit worried, but people walk around them all the time without any problems. You'll see those all across Thailand. Next up, let's talk about taking a tuk-tuk. I always take tuk-tuks. I will take one from, say, Sukhumvit to Silom, or from Soi 11 to, say, Soi 4 or Soi 20, whatever way I want to go depending on my vibes. Seems like in the afternoon I like to go to malls, Central Mall being one of them. This one's a little bit too big for me, but it is the biggest mall along Sukhumvit. For me, I like some of the other ones that I'll show you here. In the video, the reason malls are so popular in Bangkok is because it gets so hot, so they build these mega malls. Another one is Siam Paragon Mall. This is probably my favorite for hanging out. They have a nice food court. They have a cinema. They also have plenty of shopping, whatever you need. I personally went to the DJI store, which is rare to find. So lots of different stores and all luxury. In this area, there is a cluster of malls, MBK, Siam Paragon. You'll see the Central World and a few other malls just around here. It's right next to the SkyTrain too, so easy to get around. Also, when you're at Siam Paragon, you can go to the aquarium. This here is the Sea Life Ocean World in Bangkok. This is 600 Thai baht per person to get in there. That's around $16 to $17. Now, I touched on this previously, but motorbike taxis are one of my favorite ways to go short distances really quickly. So if I'm on Soi 11 and I'm on Sukhumvit and I want to go down to above 11, I'll just solicit one of these taxi guys on the motorbike and he'll give me a ride. It'll cost me like 50 to 100 baht, which is like $2 to $3. Now here we are at Soi Cowboy. Now this is an interesting place. People come down here. It's a bit more seedy than most areas, so don't bring the kids if you know what I mean. But Soi Cowboy is popular for people looking for adult entertainment. Here we are now at IconSiam Mall. This is a mega-sized mall. They have an incredible food court down on the first level, but this one's right across the way from Chinatown along the Chao Phraya River. So you can take a water taxi across the river and easily arrive here. It is very luxurious, brand new mall. Last few years it was built. So IconSiam, I come here for the food court specifically. Plenty of fruits like durian. They also have crocodile. They have seafoods. They have unique Thai cuisines. Also have some desserts and sweets, along with lots of soups. When you go to Thailand, be sure to try out some of these different fruits, whether it be durian or mangosteen or lychee, whatever you want to try, rambutan. I've tried them all and I like them. Also, drinking fresh coconut juice right out of a coconut. But as you walk around IconSiam here, you'll see that they have this really unique indoor experience. It feels like you're in some place in like Turkey, a souk maybe, mixed with luxury. So really a cool place. Then they have that waterfront right here, right along the Chao Phraya River. You can go outside. They sometimes have concerts going on there. But now let's actually talk about food in Bangkok. So whether you're into Penang curry or some local coconut curries, they have plenty of fried rice, crispy pork. Seafood's really popular here in Bangkok. Papaya salad, Isan cuisine, Isan being the northern part of Thailand. Then they have plenty of international cuisine. I eat lots of Korean food here. They have a Koreatown. They have Japanese cuisine, sushis. So great place for international cuisine. Also Indian food. They have the Maharaja restaurants, which is the best Indian restaurant anytime you see Maharaja. So Thai, international cuisine, all of it's right here in Bangkok. I would say between Chinatown and IconSiam along with Sukhumvit Road, that's where you'll find the best variety of food. I must admit, I do like curry. Now here we are at Emsphere right along Sukhumvit. This really just opened maybe 7 months ago. So awesome new mall. If you go to the very top, they have some cool stuff going on up there. Now here we are at the Chatuchak Weekend Market. The Chatuchak Weekend Market is popular. It's probably one of the most popular markets in all of Bangkok. Again, it only happens on the weekend, so if you're trying to go, you got to go then. It's mostly going on in the mornings is the best time, but here you're going to find really good deals on knockoff handbags, I would say, shoes, all types of different jeans and clothing. People come here just for those good deals, just to see what's around. They also have plenty of different food options, but this Chatuchak Market, I went there and I thought it was a good place for people who are looking to get some great deals. That's basically the best I could say, because if you go to one of those luxury malls, you're gonna pay full price. Here at Chatuchak Market, you're gonna get some savings for sure. Now we're going to go down the river a bit, even beyond IconSiam. This here is Asiatique. Now, I had put off going out here to Asiatique for a while, but it's a riverfront destination. They have shopping here, dining. They also have some luxury dining right there on the river. Have some cool boats that you can check out, historical stuff. So this here is Asiatique. Very interesting place to go at nighttime. I wouldn't go here in the daytime, but it's definitely more of the higher end riverfront experience. And you can see that big Ferris wheel that really stands out here. Another thing is, I'm not so sure that it's going to be worth the drive to come all the way down here if you're staying on Sukhumvit, because it is about an hour away in that traffic. I would say if you're staying at one of those hotels, maybe like the Four Seasons or one of those luxury resorts, around IconSiam, definitely come down here because Bangkok's a huge city. It really depends on where you're staying, which is going to make it worthwhile to go to some of these places. Now, Khao San Road is definitely one of those places that you should probably visit while you're here. It is more of a backpackers area, so lots of young people come down here to Khao San Road. It's a little bit more affordable than, say, Sukhumvit. It's got some backpacker hostels around here. More party, ruckus, especially around like 10 p.m. Oh my gosh, Khao San Road really gets going, as you would imagine. You can see just by looking around here, Khao San Road is a place for young people. And now here we are at the Dragon Temple. You can come out here by bus or by taxi. It takes about 50 to 70 minutes, depending on traffic, to come out here. And now we're actually at Pattaya Beach. This is like the Bangkok beach if there ever was one. We'll show you the other one, Hua Hin. But Pattaya Beach is a place people go for the beach. They have some islands off the coast there. And I would say it's a nice place to visit. It takes about 2 hours to get here. It might not be for everyone. Again, it's more of the seedy kind of places, although it is one of the most popular visited places in all of Thailand. The wooden sanctuary that you saw there is really interesting, and so is the Muay Thai. Here we are at Hua Hin. Hua Hin is about 2.5 hours away from Bangkok, and I really like this area. It's a lot more laid back. The beach isn't as swimmable as, say, Pattaya is, going out to those islands, but they do have more ecological stuff that you can do out here. They have some caves nearby and some really interesting jungle forest activities. Plenty of luxury resorts to stay at also. So again, 2.5 hours away, not too bad. And here we are at Phra Nakhon Cave. This is actually in nearby Hua Hin. This is about an hour and a half away from Hua Hin, maybe an hour depending on your driver and how the traffic is. But it's a really cool cave to hike down. So from Bangkok, if you were to come down here to Hua Hin, you could easily get out here. I mean, there's so many things around Bangkok to do. If you're willing to drive a little bit, it's really an awesome country, Thailand. But when you're out in the actual jungle and stuff, there is going to be some wildlife, mostly monkeys, but do be aware, out in the jungles, there are cobras, king cobras, and also smaller cobras. It's very rare to see those. Occasionally, you might come across an area where there's going to be tigers, but those are not nearby Bangkok. You'd have to go out to the natural preserves where they have some tigers, some elephants still in the wild. But out here exploring around Hua Hin, you won't see tigers or elephants. You may see some snakes, you may see some monkeys. That's about it. Also in Bangkok, something that's really popular you'll see around here is going to be self-care or cosmetics, massage, dental. People come here for any of those three things there. But massage, self-care, really a popular thing all across Bangkok, especially in Sukhumvit area. So don't forget to get a Thai massage. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider watching more of our other videos from Phuket and Krabi. See you over there.